Hi there, it's Nina Nandagopal at almostpractical.com, and today I want to review with you the all-new 2023 Erin Condren Life Planners. Now I do want to mention that I did receive these planners to review with you today, but I have been a longtime fan of Erin Condren planners and products, and so I'm just really excited. I love these planners, and I'm hoping you will as well. Now, for 2023, I think we have the biggest selection that I've seen over the years of different combinations of layouts and designs and formats. So I have two here to share with you, but I would encourage you to go look on the Erin Condren website to see all the options that you have, because there are so many different combinations. So what I have in front of me today is the softbound A5 size horizontal planner and the 7x9 coiled hourly planner. So I'll start with the softbound planner because I think it's so pretty, and I just love the design and the colors. This is in the Etta V Bliss pattern, and I already have some of the replaceable interchangeable covers in this pattern, so I was really excited to get this one because it's one of my favorites. It's just really happy colors. So inside, this planner is a lay flat design, so the more you use it, the flatter it will lay, which I love because I often have my planner open on my desk. And it starts with just your intro pages, and interspersed throughout the planner, of course, are your quotes. And then you have your mini months, and then you have your planning months. And I've already I couldn't even resist before I reviewed it with you. I've already filled in my months for next year, and I'm planning to use this planner for my business and keep track of my stats and things like that for each month. So this page is perfect for that. And then you have a list of observances and a notes page. And then you go straight into your monthly pages, and they each start with a quote. Discover the power when you choose to connect. So very motivational. Now each month has a monthly spread, 2 pages per month. And then it has the productivity pages. And these are usually a notes page like this, and then these little boxes that you can use for so many different things. I typically keep a running to-do list here, and on these pages I can keep track of things like books I read, movies I saw, books I want to read, movies I want to read, different appointments, different planning, different goals. There's just a lot of different things you can put here. And then you head right into your 2-page per week spreads. And this is the horizontal layout. So each day gets a horizontal section. And each section has a lined notes page section. And it also has a unlined block that you can use again in so many different ways. You can keep a to-do list here of the things you want to do today, or you could keep your to-do list on this side and put your appointments here, or vice versa. You can write down things you accomplished, things that you came across during the day that are interesting. Like, there's just so many ways to use this space. And then you have a bottom section that is blank, and that again can be like a running to-do list or notes about things that happened during the week. And then you have a mini month. So each month goes on in a similar fashion, and you start into the next month with your 2-page per month spread, and you keep going. And as you get to the end, pretty much the whole thing is laid out in a similar way. There are a few notes pages in the softbound back here. Just a couple. There's not a lot. And then you have your mini months for 2024 for planning ahead. And then you're basically at the end. Now, the softbound planner also comes with a self ribbon bookmark, so you can use this anywhere that you would like. I kind of like to keep it to the day that we're at, and so I'll put it here because we're not at December yet. So, a couple things that I love about the softbound planner is that it is lay flat, so you can keep it open on your desk. And trust me, it does lay flat eventually. This is a new book, so right now it's popping shut, but it will lay flat. The book itself is so pretty. It has the metallic edging, if you can see that. And it is colorful, and it's a really nice size to be able to slip into a briefcase, backpack, larger purse, or handbag. So this is definitely something I'm very excited about. I love this softbound A5 planner. It comes in a couple different layouts, and it's really a nice gift. So it makes a great planner if you're in the market for one. Now I'm going to go over with you the traditional coiled life planner from Erin Condren, which I also love, and this is in the hourly layout, so it's a little bit different than the horizontal. This has the coil, and you can customize the coil into 4 different colors. So this is the standard. This is the one that comes standard, and it's the silver one, and it is called, there's a name for it, and I can't think of it. Then there's a gold one, there's black, and there's rose gold. And then you get the snap-on ruler, and you get this, well, you can choose which interchangeable cover you'd like to order your planner with, but then you can take the covers off. They snap right off, and you can replace them. You can order other covers and replace them throughout the year. So you can have, like, this is a very wintry, snowflake, glittery scene, and you can certainly switch that when spring arrives, or you could do it every month if you'd like. Now, this particular planner is in the color blends pattern, so it's also very colorful, and it's more like a tie-dye type, not really tie-dye, it just sort of flows into each other, the colors, and I really love it. So you have your vellum page to begin with, and you have your quotes on these beautiful, like, they're just so vibrant, these pages. These colors are so happy. And then you go into your mini months for 2022, from July to December, and then you go January to December of 2023. And then you have your planning pages here, similar to the softbound. And then each month starts with a quote, and you go into your 2-page per month spread, your productivity pages, and then your 2-page per week spreads. And whereas the horizontal had the vertical boxes, hello. So whereas the horizontal had the horizontal boxes for each day of the week, this hourly planner has a vertical column for each day of the week, and each column is broken down by hours, and it starts at 6 a.m. and it goes to 7 p.m. And then there's a blank like 2 lines at the bottom that you can write a note or something for the day, or you can extend your day if you'd like to do that. Now, each time block is on the hour, but they have a dotted line in the middle, and then you could put like the half hour. So you could have 4, and you could write in 4:30 or 4:45 or whatever time your appointments happen to be at. So you go through the whole month with this 2-page per week spread. And at the end of each month, you have a blank lined page. And then you move into the next month. And that continues. Each month has a slightly different color. So that differentiates it from the one before and the one after. And as you get to the end, down there, there is a small notes section again. So just a few pages. And then you have some heritage and awareness observances. and then a Let's Keep in Touch page, which again is where I like to sort of tape in any business cards that I receive so I don't lose them. And then you have your mini months for 2024. And then you go and you have a section of stickers, which is always a favorite for Erin Condren because they always do such beautiful stickers. So they have the flags and some planning, like you could write, these are kind of keeping track of something that you do every day. There's 7 circles, so you can check them off as you get them done for the week. Then your celebration stickers with birthday cakes and celebrate. And then some more flags at the end in this beautiful, beautiful colors. And then you have your sturdy folder, double-sided at the end. And every Erin Condren coiled planner comes with a perpetual calendar, and that's to keep track of things that happen year after year on the same day. So that is the Coiled Life Planner. And there's also a vertical layout, the horizontal layout, which you saw here. There is a daily duo, which is 2 books, and it's 1 page per day, which is very nice. If you need more space for planning, you have a section of that's sort of hourly, and then an area for to-do list next to it on each page. Now, the Coiled Life Planner also comes in an A5 size. So you can get this traditional 7x9, which gives you more space for writing. Or if you need something a little more portable, you can get it in the A5 size. Now, the softbound, I believe, also comes in an 8x10, and then there's a pocket sized. So there's a couple different size choices for each one. There are so many different design choices. This is the color blends, but I know there's the harmony in a colorful and a neutral, and there's also the watercolor stripes, I think it's called, in a colorful and a neutral, and the in bloom, which is, or blooms, in bloom I think it is, and that is a floral pattern. So lots of choices. Oh, and the focused collection as well. So if you don't want any pattern so much and just prefer something very subdued and professional, there is the focused collection, which is beautiful as well. And Star Wars and Hello Kitty and just so many different options. So I hope you enjoyed taking a look at the Erin Condren Life Planners for 2023. My name is Nina Nandagopal. Please give this video a thumbs up or a like and follow my YouTube channel. And come visit me on my blog, almostpractical.com, where I talk about, of course, Erin Condren planners and other planners and organizing tips and all that kind of good stuff. So I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining me today.